Model War Ship Combat is taking World War I, World War II battleships and making 144 scale models of them and sheeting them in balsa wood, arming them with BB guns, and shooting the crap out of each other. There's a couple of different formats that the clubs have set up, and it's kind of like the Mac versus Windows versus Linux debates. There's lots of different ways to do it, but just make sure that you're doing it the same as everybody else that plays with you. The guns are powered by CO2. They can be really complex. Some of these guys have rotating turrets with elevation control. Some of them are really simple, and they just shoot BBs as fast as the air can blow through them. So here I've got a couple of different designs there. And when you're getting started in the hobby, you're going to start out looking for what ship you want to build. This is the Cleveland. That's the same thing that's there in the corner up there. You're going to learn about the history of these ships, and you're going to find out how cool they were in real life, the battles they were in, and the people that served on them. And there's a lot of awesome history that you're going to learn. There's lots of different kinds of ships that you can build. It's really up to what was laid down during that time frame and what you want to put the effort in to build. So anything from the submarine to aircraft carriers. You're able to find plans on the internet. There's lots of guys that make plans for these ships, for the hobby. There's plans at the Library of Congress that come straight from the Navy that you'd need to source back into the scale. And then you get to make your ship. A lot of people make them out of wood. Some people buy the fiberglass hulls specifically for the hobby online. And you're going to kind of make a framework for this balsa wood. So you got to lay the balsa wood, the thin balsa wood, on the outside of the ship. And then you can go detail. So like this guy's got a Yamamoto from Japan, and he's actually got little men on the ship that get shot off every time he battles it. And he loves just to glue them right back on. But you can see like mine's pretty basic. The one over there was pretty basic. And once your ship's built, once you've got it ready, you've got guns on it and everything, you take it out to the pond. Everybody brings their ships together once a month. And you just, once again, like I said, you shoot the crap out of each other. Everybody gets in the pond, and they'll set up objectives like Team A has to get their transport ships from one side of the pond to the other side and back without sinking. And everybody else is like ganging up on them and trying to stop them. Or you'll have, they call it last man standing, which is more of the death match, everybody against everybody style battle. And you can see they're really taking damage. You're firing quarter-inch ball bearings out of this gun here, and it goes in one side of the ship and out the other side. So they're really getting lots of damage taken. You're shooting them full of holes, but that's okay. They're designed to take that. You're building them out of a strong wooden frame, and you're just only putting holes in the balsa wood. So you can see he's got a little bit of masking tape there to plug his holes. And you're going to sink, and that's part of the game. And they say it's as fun to sink as to be sunk, but I'd rather be the one on top of the water than under it. But you've got bilge pumps. That's what that spray is shooting up in the air. Is this bilge pump trying to keep up. And when you get sunk, I heard people go, "Oh, but it's really not that bad of a thing." Because it's part of the game. So when your ship gets sunk, that's not a big deal. You got little floats so you know where it is in the water. When the battle's over, you go out, you pick it up, you pour the water out of it, you slap some masking tape on there, and you put it back on the water, and you start the next sortie. So they're very repairable. You talk to people that fly model airplanes, and they wreck that airplane, they're out like $1,000. This, you can see how badly his ship shot up. And you're taking tons of damage, and it's just a simple matter to patch the holes. Sometimes they'll take a little bit of glue, put it on some cloth, glue it on there, let that sit overnight, and you're ready to go again. That's kind of what they've done up in that corner, or just plain masking tape like this. And then usually in the wintertime, when the ponds are all frozen over, you go and you cut out all the holes, and you put new balsa wood in to finish patching them up. There's clubs from Australia to England, and there's a lot of people here in the United States that do this hobby. These are logos from clubs all over the country. Here in Utah, it's just me. So, thank you. I'm really looking forward to getting people to come and fight with me. I really want somebody to see. I need some targets. So this is what I want. I want a bunch of people with lots of ships, and I want to be able to get out there and hang out. So here's my contact info. I've got flyers, so come talk to me afterwards. You can touch the boat, play with it. I've got everything here. And thank you very much.